Okay, now new topic, subroutines, important topic. And in subroutines, we call a program from within the subroutine program. Okay, now this program that will be called will be used using syntax perform get makatx from the program Jan 2025 subcall. This is subroutine that we have created. So how to access this subroutine? It's pretty easy. We'll use VMATNA, that is material number, changing the internal table in this program through subroutine. So double click. In our subroutine, we are now in our subroutine program. Okay. We can also change it if we want to. Form and form. It invokes the form and end form where the material number is defaulted at 200. And again, we invoke form and end form. So we can write our logic in a subroutine program. But in VMAT, at the start of our subroutine call, we are initializing or filling up the variable matna with 100, but after we invoke form, we are defaulting it to 200 with the syntax get data. Okay. And it will actually pull data from this subroutine and traverse it through the program that invokes the subroutine. Get MATX using value PV changing PT mact like IT mact. Okay. Select all from MAKT into table PT mact where matna is equal to PV matna. Now these are variables which are exclusively available only through the subroutine, these variables. Okay. Now these variables basically are only available to the subroutine call. So we go back and we are back in this program. Okay, rest of all of this. Now we want to extract material number, spras maktx. Okay, double click, select all from makt. But in makt, there might be more fields into table pt mact, where matna is equal to pv matner. Okay. Now we can change it because this might actually give us matner spras maktx from makt into table pt mat, where matna is equal to pv matner, and then we'll activate it. Open SQL syntax use all host variables must be escaped through at the variable pvmatna is not escaped. If new open SQL syntax use all host variables must be escaped using at the variable is not escaped. So what it actually means that it wants a reference to this. But first, let's execute it with the star, save it, activate. Okay, let's go back and we will execute it. Select from get into table pdmat where matna is equal to pv matner. This is already activated. Direct processing. Oh, programming error. Current program. Subroutines has to be terminated because it found a statement that could not be executed. Okay. An exception has occurred in class. Perform get maktx. Call routine get maktx. Okay. Contains two current parameters. Get maktx expects three parameters. However, okay, get maktx. Get maktx. Okay, 19. So we'll add a debugger over here. Okay, C38, change. Control Shift F12. Okay, and okay, direct processing. Get MAKTX in program using vMatner. Okay, now let us just debug it. Event vMatner, vSpras. Okay, F5. We have to use SE38. Change. Direct processing. Get MAKTX in program using vMatner, changing ITMACT. Okay. vMatner type matter, ITMACT type standard table of MACT, vMatner 100, vMatner 200. Form get MAKTX using value PVMatner, changing PTMACT like ITMACT. Okay. Select from MAKT into table PTMACT, which is this, where Matner is equal to PVMACT. End form. ITMACT, MAKT into table PTMACT, where Matner is equal to PVMatner. End form. Form and end form is the same. And why is it giving an error? Form and end form. Okay. Functions. Okay. PTMACT. Anyways, we'll move ahead. Let's not get stopped by this. Okay, our next is function builder. We'll have to see function module for this. We'll go for SE37. Function module change. In this, we have CNSPROS, typesPROS. This is a little technical just to understand how the logic is getting exchanged between these mini modules, between the modules. We'll add a source code as well, but let it respond. CNSPROS, okay. If CNSPROS is not initialized, select single MAKTX from MAKT into X, export MAKTX where matna equals import matna and spras equals CNSPROS. Else select single spras MAKTX from MAKT into cns pros export makdx where matna is equal to matna and if. Okay. Now, any changes in function program and runtime gives runtime errors in program execution. Okay. Now we can also see if this function is getting used elsewhere as well. These are some of the features. Actual parameters should be same as formal parameters. Now, what are these formal? That we'll see. Okay. In the program, we'll have to write this program. It is not available yet, so we'll have to do a little bit of labor work, but everything is written over here. Okay. But we'll have to copy this program. Okay. Now we have import and let's add some parameters. Parameters will be in CN Spras. Type Spras language key. Okay. Now, if you want to pass by value or pass by reference, now what does that mean? This can be asked in the interviews. Now, pass by value and pass by reference. In both the cases, if your values are changing in the functional module, it will also impact your program that calls the function module, that invokes the function module. But if it is being passed by value, so a change in value in function module later on will not impact the program. Okay, it will not give an error. Okay, now we'll have to write this program. Let's do a little bit of manual work. Now over here, it will be importing. This is the syntax interface it has given us. Reference matna, type matna, changing reference cns pros, types pros. So it has taken some import values from here. So this is importing from the main program into the function and changing the language, okay, spras that we entered over here. So over here, what is imported will be exported back to the program as well. Okay. So select single MAKTX from MAKT into XMAKTEX where matner equals import matner and spras equals cn underscore spras else select single spras MAKTX from MAKT into cn spras export MAKTEX export MAKTEX where matner equals I am matner and select function and function select single MAKTX into MAKTX is equal to I am matner. Okay. If cn spras is not initial, else if is it red spras else if select single. Okay, check. Logical expression. Okay. and if. Okay. Check. Xmatrix is known. Okay, Xmatrix. Export. Hmm. But we are exporting by value. Okay, we are exporting values to the program. Save. Source code and changing and changing. Okay. Check. Else if must be followed by a if, else if, while, and check must be followed by a logical expression. If scene is not in a select single. Else if and select we need. Okay. And if. Okay. Check. Incarnation for the statement and select. There's no open structure introduced by select. Okay, select single will not have an end select. That's what I had in my mind. And if and if. Okay. And we'll have to remove this one. Yeah, this is unnecessary because it's just a repetition. Okay, moving ahead. We'll have to write this program. Else and if. Select single end function. Fair enough. Okay, okay. We'll have to write this program. I am at exporting to IMATNA. It becomes import in function, importing from Xmatrix, which is exporting from function into the program. This is how it logically works, right? VMatrix.